Hey everybody, I'm Brian.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are cruising with the Colemans, and we are so excited.
We're excited because it's almost summer.
And who's ready to take an adventure?
I am.
Me too. See, we're good teachers. We both raised our hands.
Teachers are excited. Students are excited.
Parents, not so
much. Sorry. We'll take them back in August. But for right now, I mean, the exciting part is Memorial Day is upon us. We leave in less than a week.
Just a few days and we hit the road.
It's so exciting. We plan and we plan and we plan. And as teachers, we are good planners. If you're not a planner, we thoroughly love you and respect you. But part of our fun, and I think part of our sanity in the school year, is that we do some planning.
We like to have a plan. Michelle always says we can fight at home for free. Having a plan keeps us from having arguments about what are we going to do today? What are we going to do tomorrow? What are we doing?
No, we don't plan everything we're going to do, but we do plan our stops. One, as everyone watching knows right now, campgrounds are filling up fast. And it's our philosophy that right now this is a little bit of vacation, a little bit of like practical vacation because we are gone for so long. But we want to have some of those good sites that when we're retired and our budget shrinks even more, we are going to say, you know what, we'll let someone else have the water site this time.
Yeah, we're going to be gone for 72 days. So for us on this trip, it's kind of partially being full-timers and living the lifestyle, but it's also partially vacation. So we've got a mix of just being in the RV and being out on the road, but then also in some of our stops doing some really exciting, fun things.
So we've been working on reservations and kind of finessing the plan since November. It's something that we work on a little bit over the holidays. But how do we come up with, the country's so big, how do you come up with where to go? And that's always kind of one of our first, where are we going to go?
So we decided right away that we just really wanted to go back to Florida and visit some family down there, but also we really wanted Key West on this trip. We love the Keys, and we just really wanted to take the RV down the one. Is it the one?
Yeah, it's the one.
The one, all the way down to Key West and just have that experience of driving the RV.
We're not driving the RV in Key West, though, just so you know.
No, we're parking at the campground at the north end of the island.
But we also wanted to recreate a little bit of our first camping experience,
which included Key West, and it also included Acadia National Park. So we thought, that sounds awesome. We're just going to RV right up the coast from Key West all the way to Acadia.
The last time we did this, it was hotels and tents, and we were brand new. I mean, brand spanking new to tenting, and we failed miserably.
We made so many bad mistakes. I wish we had video.
I'm so glad we don't have video. But that's how we kind of started the plan, and it's evolved a little bit.
It has. We were originally on our way back from Acadia. We were going to make a stop in Quebec City and in Montreal and go into Canada, do a little bit up there, maybe even hit Toronto. The fact of the matter is, though, when we were planning, we still didn't know when the border was going to open, so we couldn't count on that. And of course, it's still not open, so that still would be a problem if that was our plan. So instead, we are making some adjustments, and we're going to include some awesome state parks border.
On the border,
So we're going to be in upstate New York. We're going to be upstate Ohio in some great places.
So today we just want to tell you a little bit about all of that. So we wanted to just tell you a little bit about how we got here. We're going to tell you about some of the things we're really excited about, maybe some things we're nervous about with our trip.
And maybe a couple of big announcements.
A few.
Maybe some exciting news.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what he's talking about.
You might not be excited. We are.
We're going to talk about the things that we're most excited about. We're going to talk about some changes that we made to the RV, what we've been working on, some things you've seen, some things that are still coming out, and then, of course, what's coming up in some upcoming videos, and apparently maybe there's a surprise or two.
So this is kind of what Season 3 of Cruisin' with the Colemans is going to look like and what our new adventures are going to be.
Take an adventure, take an adventure, take an adventure with us.
So this trip, Key West to Acadia, because we like to name our trips, is going to be 18 states, 5,000 miles.
States are about the same.
Yeah, I think we did 21 states last summer, but we did over 12,000 miles last summer.
And with gas prices going up, we are so excited that we are doing half the mileage. But that also means we get to have some shorter drive days.
Well,
go ahead.
Anyone who's been out west knows that everything is so far from everything else. on the East Coast, it's so dense and everything is packed in. We've got drive days that are...
We got drive days that we're averaging about 4 hours or less. 220-ish miles is our average. We only have a couple of really longer drive days, but that means we have 0 overnight stops. Obviously,
no one-night stands for us this summer.
If you love Harvest Host, an overnight is great. We just were really excited to be stationary. We have a couple of spots, I think 3, where they're a week. So that's very exciting for us.
And there's some great sites too. So what are some of our cons here this trip?
Okay, so we have a lot of water sites, planning early, but that means more bugs. Yeah. It's the East Coast. The biggest con is our camping is more expensive. If you've camped out west, you know there's a lot of BLM land, and so more expensive. And because we are having a little bit more of a touristy approach to some of our stops, it's more expensive. We try to keep our campsites to average $50 or less. Unfortunately, this year we are averaging $68. Now, can you do it cheaper? Of course you can do it cheaper.
Absolutely.
This was a decision that we made early on that we said, we want to have a little bit of that vacation feel. So our campsite is only 5 miles from Mallory Square. So we can bike to in Key West. So we can bike to downtown Key West. And we've got a campsite in Acadia for a full week that is right there on the water, beautiful sunsets. So give and take, we got some more expensive.
And we do have some sites that are a little bit less expensive. We have some state parks in various places. And those obviously...
They're balancing our average out, which tells you how expensive a few of our stops are.
Now, another issue that we're going to have, as I said, the East Coast is just so dense. And anybody who's been trying to book campgrounds knows that they are packed.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lot more people, a lot more congestion. And fortunately, we're both vaccinated, so that's not going to be an issue, hopefully, for us.
Hopefully not.
And we're just going to kind of deal with that.
COVID, go away. Yeah. I'm done with you. And then just because I'm the one who talks about money all the time, I'm the one who I do our budgeting. The other thing is because of a lot of tourist stops, we know that we're going to have a lot of extra expenses. What are we doing in Key West? Dry tortugas.
Parasails, dry tortugas.
That's what he was most excited about.
I'm super excited about dry tortugas.
He forgot, but he's super excited.
And Biscayne National Park, which I'm excited about. So we've got a lot of boat stuff down in Florida.
We're paying for like a naturalist to take us around at Biscayne National Park. So, and then of course going to Dry Tortugas. We're not doing the seaplane. We are doing the ferry. Got to save a little bit of money, right?
So what are you really excited about?
All of it. I'm just so excited to be on the water. I'm excited for sunsets. We were really hoping out west last year for sunrises and sunsets in the big sky, and we really didn't get as much as we had hoped. So I'm just excited to be on the water, and I'm excited that we're seeing 3 new national parks. That's quite exciting. He already mentioned Dry Tortugas and Biscayne, and the 3rd new national park is Congaree. I always mess that up. Yeah. Sorry. So that's what I'm excited about.
Well, we're hitting a couple of new states too. We have been to 45 states, not in CC, not in the RV, but she's only been to about 25 or 30 states maybe. I say I don't know specifically for her. But we've been to 45 states total. So we're adding 2 new states, New Hampshire and Vermont. So I hear we're going to get some ice cream and maybe some...
And the Von Trapp family house, of course.
So we got some exciting things there.
So then we're down to 3 states. Randomly, Nebraska. So here's what I need you to do. In the comments, tell me when we head out west, which is either going to be 2022 or 2023, we're going to do the northwest.
Pacific Northwest.
Please tell me where we should stop in Nebraska. Give us something good, because that's the place we're going to hit. And then
maybe we could go to Alaska, or we could go to Nebraska on our way to Alaska.
Because that's the second. And then the 3rd place we need to go is Hawaii. And then we have completed all 50 states.
And hey, friends, hook us up in Hawaii. Come on.
Okay, so you're most excited about...
Well, I'm really excited about the water and everything down in the Keys, but also Acadia. Acadia is so beautiful.
It is our favorite. Obviously, we love the Smoky Mountains because they're so close to us, but when people ask us your favorite national park, east of the Mississippi, Acadia. We're in the RV, and what are we doing for sunrise?
We're hiking to the top of Cadillac Mountain.
Yes, we're so excited about that. That has been on the list of, as soon as we get to Acadia, that is what I have to do. I have a lot of hikes that I want us to do because we plan where we're staying, but we don't plan what we're doing when we're there specifically. We just have ideas. And TripAdvisor is a big help for that. But Cadillac Mountain is definitely on our list.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we had to do quite a bit of work to get the rig ready. And you've seen some of those videos already. We're always making improvements.
I was going to say, we said this last year that we had to do a lot to get ready for going out west. That was all about making sure that we didn't die of a heat stroke in the RV with only 30 amps. This time, it was fun improvements.
Yeah, we did a lot of little improvements, a lot of tweaking just to make the RV more comfortable for us and for Pepe and Lucia. So a couple of things that we did. Yeah, if you don't know, Pepe and Lucia are our cats. I can't believe neither of them have shown up yet in the video. So a couple of things that we did towards the end of last season, I think we might have mentioned it. We got a set of Anderson levelers, the little wedge levelers. Loved them. As soon as we got them, we had perfectly level campsites. So we haven't really gotten to use them a ton yet, but the times we have used them, they have been amazing.
Well, we didn't use them at the end of that season, but we have used them like in just our spring camping, a little bit of our winter Christmas camping.
They're fantastic.
That whole like stacking of the leveling blocks before and trying to figure out that exact and then watching them slip, it was too much. I absolutely love them.
If I'm making something with Legos, I want it to be something cool that I can play with, not level my RV, right?
I'll let your granddaughter know that.
We also got a new lock for the front door. We got one of those keyless entry locks. So that's pretty awesome. And we already love that because it's so convenient to just be able to walk out the door, push the button, and ride away.
The other thing we did was, and I can't believe that I'm saying it out loud, but we ripped out the shower walls. And I say that because most people, I don't know what most people want. If they have a shower curtain, they want shower walls.
And if they have walls, apparently we wanted a curtain.
Yeah. And the shower walls were fine, but with the shower curtain, we made it just a little bit wider.
Well, by taking those walls out, it made both sides of the shower 2 inches wider.
Yeah, so it's a little wider. We moved around the organizational rack, which I love because the little shelf in the corner, you couldn't put anything, but I found corner shelves that have stuck. And so that's out of the way now. And I love the shower wall so much. The other thing in the bathroom we did was we wanted towels that were easy to dry. We knew we were going to be using a lot of towels because we're going to be on the beach in the water all this summer. So we wanted towels that were easy to dry.
And we had really nice fluffy bath towels that take forever to dry with the humidity.
And in the dryer, like you know how bad those dryers are at a laundromat. They take forever to dry. So we got Turkish towels. We fell in love with Turkish towels when we were on our Camino. And we fell in love with them. They're really lightweight, quick to dry. And so I invested in 12 of them. We only do laundry every 9 to 10 days, 11 depending on how it's going. But the other thing that I really love is that I can stack more towels in the space. So I really like that.
A couple other things that we did. You maybe have already seen our video on our new shoe racks that we built and put in between the bed and the wall. That was just a great space saver, and those are working out fantastic.
It's a better use of the space, and I have put my shoes in there, and I can confirm I'm in love with it.
Well, they hold more shoes than what we had been doing before, which is awesome because, we're both taking a good collection of flip-flops this summer. We also redid our stove cover, so that was a big deal, and for me, in the kitchen, in the outdoor kitchen. So we added a grill line, had a propane extension added on, and we're going to show you about that a little bit later too.
Yep. The other thing we added, and this was a big can we handle this? We added the clear source water filter. And I will say, I'm so glad that we did.
We did. It was expensive.
It was expensive. Heavy. Yeah, it was expensive. It was heavy, but it is worth it because the water tastes so much better. And so it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. And then the other thing we did was we created a new catio.
Now, you maybe have seen pictures of the catio on Instagram, and we do have a video that's going to come out. It's not going to be a real long one, but we are going to show you a little bit about how we did that and how we created that by being very creative with an existing product and adapting it to make it work for us.
Whether you RV with cats or dogs, I think when you're RVing with an animal, the goal is to make sure they're just as comfortable as you are.
Absolutely.
And dogs have all the freedom of running outside on a leash or going on a hike with you or maybe having an enclosure. And cats can be very limited. So we take them on walks. Pepe doesn't like the harness and leash quite as much as Lucia does. But we wanted to have a space for them. And they have been in it, I think we've been out
2 different weekends.
2 weekends. And they love it, especially at night when people apparently can't see them, though Brian has added a little accessory.
I've added a few lights to it, but we're going to get some good footage of that on probably our first weekend out, so that's when that video is going to come out after that.
Speaking of videos, we have videos coming up. So
we do. Obviously, the whole point is that we're going to have some videos coming out.
Yeah, we're going to have, so the first video that's going to come out next is we had a student create a video for us as a project. As you may or may not know, I teach at a college and we have a graphic design new media program. And so we had a student who needed a project, and so she interviewed us, and that video is going to be coming out next week. The Catio will probably be coming out after that. We got
some RV modification videos. We're going to do videos about the shower and the gas lines, not the grass lines. I don't cut grass in the summer. We're also going to do a bunch of new campground reviews from the campgrounds that we're visiting this summer. And we've got some video that we've shot and are in the process of editing for some campgrounds that we took, that we went to over the winter.
Yeah.
So we're going to throw those out also so you can see those because they are great spots, summer or winter.
I can promise you that we will only do campground reviews of ones that are unique, have unique features, and that we really love. Because we don't just review every campground. That's just our choice. But if there's a video or a campground that stands out to us, or is like a good, cool mom and pop, has some unique feature, or it's just so luxurious that everyone needs to see how great it is, like the Tucson KOA.
Oh, that Tucson KOA is amazing. And we do have some like that this summer. We've got some KOAs, we've got some Thousand Trails.
And we have Sun RV Resorts,
so
and then state parks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see from us, whether it's in our travel video or campground reviews, you're gonna see a variety of campgrounds. Speaking of like all the places we've been and all the modifications we've done, we have an Amazon storefront. This is so exciting. This Amazon storefront is something that we've been working on for a little while. And what we both love about it is there is no paid promotion here. This is everything that's in our storefront is everything we have purchased, not returned, and are using.
It's products that we love. And as a matter of fact, we've had some things that we bought, we've recommended them, and then after using them for a month or two, we're like, wow, this didn't hold up well. We take them back out. We're not going to leave it in there because we don't want you to buy something that we recommend and then have it be junk for you. So
we've divided it up into several categories, just that initial setting up your RV, outside the RV, inside, the kitchen, the pantry, the bathroom, all of that. And if you have any questions about anything we've put in our Amazon storefront, please drop us a message.
Hey, Michelle.
Yes?
That's a really nifty shirt you're wearing there.
It is.
I like that shirt. Do you like my shirt?
I like your shirt. Turn around. Show us the back.
I'll show you the back of my shirt. Here's the back of my shirt.
Because what do we want you to do? We want you to take an adventure with us.
So we have some shirts that we're going to have available. There's going to be a link, hopefully in this video, for a storefront with a fantastic company based out of Columbus, Ohio. So they're local-ish to us, but they're a small hometown company, and they're called State of Devotion. And they do a great job. These are beautiful shirts. We have been
buying shirts from them for a while. We met them at a street fair, and we've been buying shirts there for a while. So this is a company that we know, we've been working with for a while, and they are so great about working with us. So we're going to have a storefront available for you to order shirts.
They'll pack them up and ship them out to you. And it's going to be great, and that way you can
take an adventure with us.
Show some love and take your own adventures.
Take an adventure with us via a shirt.
So that was one of our kind of exciting announcements. I think we are excited to have the shirts. What's the other one?
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. So we started our YouTube channel 2 years ago on our first Camino de Santiago. If you've never heard that, we'll link to the Camino. And we started it for our kids, our grandkids, and to share our adventures with people who wanted to know about the Camino. It's evolved, it's developed, and oh my gosh, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. 90
videos, I think, almost, or right around there that we've put out.
We have never been in a hurry to get there. We've never worried about it. But just like anything, I think it's like the end of the school year. You're like, oh
my gosh,
it's almost here. And so we are at that point where we're at almost at 1,000 subscribers. And so we have a contest, because what does everyone do when they get to a goal? They have a contest. And we have new shirts.
And we have shirts. So guess what the prize is?
So here's what you need to do.
What do they need to do?
Okay. To enter, first of all, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't know how you got here in the first place, but
click the button.
Click the button, please. We're going to have an Instagram and a Facebook post. If you share that publicly, obviously we have to be able to see. If you share that post about the contest, then we will enter you into the drawing. So subscribe. Obviously you have to be a public subscriber. It has to be a public post on Instagram and Facebook so that we know that you're a subscriber. We're gonna put all of those names into a randomizer and we will draw for two random names for shirts.
And we'll send those out to you, and maybe we'll even throw in some trinkets from wherever we are when this happens.
Yeah, that's exciting. I hope it happens.
Also, hit that notification bell. Give us a like. If you don't like the video, click the dislike button twice.
Yeah.
And give us some comments.
Yeah, we are so excited to bring you along on the East Coast. If you don't get to travel on the East Coast, or if we're going to go maybe somewhere new, we are definitely hitting new places to us.
And hey, check out our map that we've posted. And if we're going to be near you, give us a call. Come over for dinner, or bring us dinner, or tell us where to go for dinner.
Come with a hike with us.
Yeah.
Anything. We love to meet up with people. We have some fellow Instagram and YouTube and Camino friends that we're meeting up, which is part of what we're really excited about. We're meeting up with a bunch of people. So we are excited to see you on our adventures. Have a great one.